All right, just before we get this episode even started, my man purse just broke.
Yeah, that's tough, dude. I don't have a man purse, but I'm sure if I did, I'd be very devastated as well.
Devastated.
With that said, welcome to another episode of
Nerd Out!
I'm Randy, this is Brian, and the Meteor. The Meteor. So just a little backstory, if you didn't watch our TFCON episode, these showed up, we went to TFCON in DC or Virginia, whatever, and these showed up mysteriously, and for some reason I didn't think anything of it, and skipped it, and then you jumped on it, as you should have, and then when I noticed that they were sold out, I kind of flipped out, and I was like, I need to get it. But
boy, do I know how that feels.
Yeah.
Mr. God, what was it? God
Sigma?
Bomber. No,
God-
God
oh,
Bomber.
yeah, the God Bomber.
I missed that set. $120.
yeah, you did blow that one.
Yeah,
but,
blew it.
So here we go with the, this is like, first and foremost, like, we have had, I think the original Starscream Masterpiece mold or
10 years?
It's easily 10 years. Like, I remember going to BotCon, I want to say Kensington, Kentucky, or not Kensington, but Lexington, Kentucky, and getting it there for the first time, and that had to have been a decade ago. It was before I had kids. So, I mean, they used the shit out of that mold. That mold was a whore. Like, they
used it so much that I wasn't even excited for this. I sort of just got it out of, like, obligation.
Right, and the excitement that it's like, here it is.
I'm like, I wonder what they can do with it, you know, with a brand new mold. And
this is what they did.
Yeah, I like it.
You do like it.
I mean, what did you think?
Well, I mean, you've had some more time with it, so if you want to share your interest, your opinion of it.
I think it does both modes better, but it doesn't get there as well as, like, the Masterpiece. Like, it's sort of spindly. Like, if you've seen any reviews on it so far, like, I think...
But you haven't, because you only watch Nerd Out.
Yeah,
Just kidding. You should watch other reviews.
So, but I don't know if it's impossible, but I think it's impossible to transform it without this part coming off. I don't know. I haven't been able to get it. But, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's solid. It's really solid in both modes. You know, it stays together well. It's very posable. It's got it has whatever that's called.
Waist pick. I do want to make note that it has more heft than I thought it would, because when I had held the box, which by the way, the box is pretty classy, pretty Masterpiece standard. I'm gonna move it because it's in the way, but it felt light, but in hand it has enough heft to classify it as a modern Masterpiece.
Well, it has more than enough. Yeah, it's actually 20% heavier.
Wow, did you like weigh
Yeah,
it?
I weighed them. I
Nice,
did. The original is 11.2 ounces, and this is 14.
Wow, you're neurotic,
Yeah,
man.
I was curious, because it felt a lot different, you know, and it's like, you know, you play with it for a little, you get a little into it, you know,
yeah, no, that's what you should do.
Sitting there, you know, why not?
Especially since, like, your purchase habits aren't quite as compulsive as mine. Like, I buy something new every 20 minutes, and it gets to the point where you don't appreciate it, where you get less and you get to appreciate it. I do love the original, and to my opinion, this is still my favorite, which was the Walmart one. The very first one had a weird green color, and it wasn't not to my liking because it was not G1. It was the original.
Oh,
original.
yeah, that was weird.
It was just weird. It was a greenish color. Like, if they would have just...
I like it now, though.
I do, too, but that's because there's, like, 50 million other ones to purchase, so you have the option. But the Walmart one was good. My only complaint of this... I don't even mind the kibble of this, which is most people's complaint, which is one thing that you'll get with this is no kibble, is my issue with this was the head sculpt. Like, I just thought that it felt like his lips were a little too curled. It just bothered me. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
Need some more definition on his helmet, maybe.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But I like his face.
Yeah.
I actually sort of do like.
There's something about those lips I never liked. And then Takara released this one, and they totally changed. They took out. I think they cheapened it.
I mean, I like this toy a lot, but yeah, they cheapened
it. It did cheapen it. I love the head sculpt of this. I think it's great. I'll be honest with you. I miss the kibble, and I know right now that there are 20 people watching this saying you're fucking crazy.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that agree with you.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
I think I'm in the minority though.
Maybe
yeah.
for Transformers, but there's a lot of Macross people that almost consider that a mech because Kawamori designed that mold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
had a big part of it. I know that. So.
And I've stated before that I'm more into like the mech look than the cartoon look, which then brings us to this Meteor. I haven't had as much experience with it as you. The first thing I have to make note is the face is really dark.
Yes, it is.
And now the original G1 toy was black with eyes, so it's like, okay, fine. But it's too dark. Like, you can't get any of the detail out of it. I tried photographing it, and I couldn't get any of the detail out of it. And I think it would have benefited them if they would have made the face silver. Like, more of a silver, even a brush steel.
I hear you. Dry brush it
Dry
at least
brush.
to bring the detail out.
Absolutely. It's just a little too dark. I like the weight. The weight is solid. The articulation seems good, but I like the gloss. Is that fair to say? It is shiny. I like shiny. Like,
I mean, the thing's painted. Like the whole thing is, do you see one swirl mark on that?
No.
And look at this piece of shit.
They blew that one.
Yeah, I mean, that looks like it's made out of rubber.
This looks like this was a Hasbro toy, but it was actually a $200 Takara one.
Yeah.
I do like the paint. In vehicle mode, I gotta be honest with you, I kind of miss having the blue nose cone. Which is weird because, again, like, I like the more realistic vehicle, but that blue nose cone adds a lot of personality.
Yeah.
And then...
I miss a cockpit. I mean, you don't get any cockpit, which is sort of a cheat.
That's a bummer, dude.
Yeah.
That's a bummer because, again, I'm a mech guy, and if I'm going to say when G1 jumped the shark for me, was when they started painting all the windows in the cockpits of toys. Like, I like to be able to see through my windows. Like,
but they tried to make up for it because he does. I forgot to show you. He comes with an extra head.
Okay. Oh, really?
And it comes with a Megatron hand holding his neck.
About that.
So you can put it on Despertron and you can choke him.
Do you have that?
Yeah, we'll throw a picture.
All right.
I heard a picture in later.
Yeah, we'll put a picture.
Yeah.
I heard that it's awesome. I
want Despertron now.
I thought you had Despertron. No, you have the other one.
Yeah, I got the DX9, whatever.
I heard that it's awesome.
Way to sell an out of date, an irrelevant toy.
Did MakeToys make Despertron?
Yeah, that's why.
That
Yeah,
sense.
way to Dave. Why not?
Is MakeToys the most popular? Like, it's MakeToys, Fans Toys. I like Perfect Effect, and I like Generation Toys. Those are the ones I like.
Perfect Effect does a lot of upgrade sets, so they.
Oh, really?
So I think they do a lot of sales there. I don't, but.
They do a lot of Beast Wars stuff, and they do a lot of original design stuff, and that's why I like Perfect Effect.
There's more good ones than there are bad ones now. Like, what are the bad companies? Like,
bad companies? That's a good question. There's some bad toys. Like, I'll be honest with you, what we saw at TFCON, there was some pretty anticlimactic stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, but, like, again, the thing is a lot of it doesn't fit my needs. Like, I don't need, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, my interests are different. Although I really did like that new third-party Power Glide.
I was just gonna say I wanted that, and I don't know why
I was close. Yeah. All right. So again, if I'm talking more, I mean, like, you should talk this up, but I want to say my biggest issue with this is what we've talked about, and here's the final one: the cartoon aesthetic.
But that's the whole point. That's what you're going for on this.
That's what they're going for.
Like that. They want, like, dude. They want. Like Megatron, like, you know, they want that, you know, they want you to play cartoon, and this is like the bitch Starscream,
dude.
You know?
That is, if you are, like, that's the thing is, like, the world is divided now in two Transformer fans.
Yep.
There's cartoon accurate G1, and then there's people who like the more toy or realistic. It's divided.
It is divided, and I'm definitely a cartoon
Are
guy.
you? See, now this is where
toys were always a letdown for me. I thought they were junky.
See, this is where we disagree.
Yeah.
Like, I prefer the more realistic. And with that said, this fits in really good with, like, Ironhide, Ratchet, Inferno, Grapple, that newer Shockwave, the newer aesthetic, and I'm not on board with that. Like, I'm not.
So you missed the, like, rocket detail of the titty rockets and all that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like all these lines. I like to see inside the cockpit. I like all these lines that didn't exist in the cartoon, but that were removed for the cartoon because obviously who's gonna draw all those lines?
I hear you, man. And it's like, to me, this is a character in a cartoon.
Right.
This is an action figure to me. It's not like, or I should say, this represents a character to me.
I understand.
Not really a toy.
I understand. Like
I hear the voices in my head.
right. You
I
do
like,
hear
I
voices
liked
in
the
your head.
cartoon more than I liked the toy.
Fair
I guess.
enough. And with that said, I respect that. Like I come to terms with the fact that like Masterpiece and the current state of Masterpiece, and actually Masterpiece we're not quite sure about, but I do give them credit because there is no more room for another seeker of this style. Like
Yeah, John. No,
Done.
don't leave this shit alone. They're not going to. They're gonna make.
And I don't
They're
want-
gonna pop 10 of these.
Yes,
you know
they
it.
are.
They're gonna make one with the blue nose cone. They're gonna make every goddamn color. They're gonna make piss and puke storm. They're gonna make who knows? Maybe
Yeah,
they'll
I mean,
do the
like,
crazy the
ramjet,
all that shit.
the cone.
I think they're gonna beat this mold.
With that said, like I know at least 50% of the Transformer fans or our viewers out there want a G1 accurate, cartoon accurate Starscream. And with that
it.
said, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
other than the face sculpt, like being too dark, I think they nailed it.
They'll
Like
fix it.
I
Dude,
don't.
someone will give you one. $10, probably perfect effect will.
I think so. And to be honest with you, if that's what you're looking for and you are not dead tired of these, I think this is a huge recommendation.
Well, the whole thing is, even if you are dead tired of it,
Ugh.
get it because it's refreshing. I
yeah.
mean, it's like I was sick to death of these, but I
I'm
still loved it. You know, I mean, I love this mold. It's like, please no more. It's like your favorite food, but for
Yeah.
a month. It's like if
Unless
you
it
had
was
to-
pizza, though. I could eat pizza anytime.
you couldn't though.
I think I could.
Every meal for a month.
I think I
Every
could.
man,
I
probably
wouldn't
could
want
too,
to, but pizza's the
You would
exception.
get sick of it.
I agree with you.
You
I
know-
agree with what you're saying.
But it's like this. It's
Oh, I
like,
like this ankle joint. Sorry.
oh, go that far, sweet.
That's pretty cool.
I couldn't get it. Oh,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You
No,
were making
but
it great.
the whole thing is, yeah, it was still refreshing, even being sick of it. Nice. I was trying to figure that out. But good.
Yeah, I just get freaked out.
Yeah. But the only thing, I think it will have a revision because the part on the back, there literally is no way to transform without that coming off.
Really?
I can't do it.
But it's like a flaw in not design, in like execution, right? Or
Yeah, it's just it's a, I don't know. It's like you have like a joint like this, and it grabs the back part like that, and it's just not tight enough. So it just it goes right back. It goes back on super easy, but it's just,
this back is super clean. I get.
Oh.
You know what? I gotta be honest with you.
look at plastic.
I'm growing. It's
you
growing
can't
on
see
me.
through it. You know, I mean, it's like,
I think it's really growing on me, man.
It's pretty sweet.
It's not my preferred aesthetic, but man, like, dude, they really fucked up on that head. I can't get over that. Like, just a little silver paint, which I know I can do.
But I can see it fine. I mean, I know it doesn't
Really?
show up on
Dude,
camera.
it is
but,
not photogenic simply because of that head.
But I think in person it looks pretty good. I like it like that.
I like the feel of it. How's the transformation? Do you find it fun? Like, be honest.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's pretty close to the original one. You know, it's a little bit more complex, but
I mean, because the thing is with the original one is it was complex, especially for the time. But as you did it more and more, it all came together.
But it's
and
not
made
complex
sense.
anymore.
You don't think so? I still think it's considerably complex.
I mean, I would say Inferno is harder.
No.
Oh,
Really?
I think so. I think Inferno has more steps for sure. So, like,
I really don't agree with that. Like, I think this has got.
do it now.
Okay.
Seriously,
I will.
all you do, you fold some arms in, put the chest piece in, collapse his legs, and fold the wings down.
See, but I think that's.
Which this is almost the same.
Yeah, maybe.
This is almost the same, just a little different.
These hands are kind of wimpy.
Yeah, they suck. I'll give you that.
And like I said, like aesthetically, like I would prefer the missiles
How
to
hard
have more.
is
Do
ankle
these come off?
pivot?
Oh no, they just.
No, they do come off. Yeah, they
ankles?
you
I
have
don't
to
know.
remove them for.
Pretty good, man. Like those are
Maybe.
pretty decent. Oh wait, it goes. Do you want me to push it? Oh, those are pretty good.
All right, I didn't know they went out that
Oh
far.
wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like this. It's just not my kind of Transformer. It's like I feel like I'm being repetitive, but like I want to say like yeah, I sort like was.
But
was
what
it
do
like
you think about Sunstreaker coming out?
That's a question mark. I think what it is. I think what I'm not gonna like about Sunstreaker. This is
I think
a
this looks
prediction.
like it fits with Sunstreaker.
I think you're right too. I think this might be a little bit too animated. My concern with Sunstreaker is the head design. The body looks like a compromise again, which is what I originally liked about the Masterpiece line. Is it was like a good balance.
But
this
I think
this isn't a balance.
I think it is.
Really?
They could have went so much more, like, just lack of detail. I mean, it's got scribe lines.
Yeah, I give it that.
They gave it scribe lines. I mean, they gave it a lot of shit that they didn't. That if they were going to make it totally cartoon accurate, I mean, it would be a lot chunky.
I'll agree with you, but it's like the things like the missiles not being painted and being so soft just goes to show that they were going for a specific aesthetic. I love this gloss. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, you've always liked the gloss.
I do. I don't know why. Like I gotta be honest with you.
I liked the flat for a while when it was new, but now I prefer gloss. I prefer a glossy toy.
Me too. I think a good mixture is nice. It gives that contrast. I gotta be honest with you.
It's driving me nuts.
I like it more than I thought I was going to, and I dislike it more than I thought I was going to, and I'll try to explain that. I think it is super high quality piece, and I think it fits that need if you're a G1 cartoon accurate fanatic. But because it's so G1 accurate, I am kind of glad that I did not get it. But I'm glad to.
But if you're bored, I mean,
Yeah,
if you need, you know, if you're like me and you don't get a lot of stuff,
Yeah, no.
you like Seekers, and it's like, get it, you know. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
I love that. I love that.
the legs are killing me on.
What is it about the legs? You like the like bell bottom legs?
I like the
I do
bell
too,
bottom
I
legs.
do
It
too.
looks like it's weighted more properly, and that's just my rules. I make them up. There's no. I don't think you can really say what's proper, but he looks like he's got kinkles. His feet are too narrow.
I agree.
And then his mid legs get wide, and it's awkward for me. Where this really has some, whatever you call it. Its lines work better for me.
I get what you're saying. This is just my aesthetic. This just fits my aesthetic. I gotta say, what was it? 120? Is that
$120?
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's like a good deal. Like if this is what you're looking for.
Yeah, if you paid $200 for that, you will be completely happy paying $120 for this.
If you don't like the car, if you're on my team, if you're on Team Randy, and you prefer a realistic robot, stick with what you got.
And if you're on Team Randy and the box isn't good enough, and the box doesn't tell you not to buy it, then you're not bright.
Wait, what?
Well, if you're on your side, right? And you get the box is
you know what you're gonna get, right?
Yeah, I mean it's like if you like the way it looks on the box, then you'll like the way it looks.
I understand what you're saying. Like that's you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no doubt. And again, I'm not saying that I knew when you got this what it was.
Yeah. You weren't gonna like it from day. I mean, not that you don't go. It wasn't going to be your thing from day one.
Absolutely.
But okay, so let me ask you this: execution, what's better?
Because I haven't transformed this, I can't say for sure, but I will say this is more solid. Like I feel like this is like I can, like you're getting pissed, but I can like rock this thing.
I think the execution of this, I like transforming this more, and I'll tell you why.
Is it because you've done it for like 10 years?
But the nose cone here, comes off.
That's a problem. You seem to have.
But it goes back on in both modes, super easy. It's not like an issue, like it's gonna get weak. But it's just sort of a bummer.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because it makes it sort of a part swapper, and maybe you can do it without it coming off. But you're gonna work as hard to just keep it on.
Right. So you don't think it's operator error?
Everybody did it. I watched every review on it, you know. But dude, I mean, all the transformation, but everybody says the same thing. I mean, and it's like, but who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
It goes right back on.
I mean, if they fix that, they lighten up the face to a little bit more of a silver tone.
Better hands.
Right. But again, I regret that. If I would have found this, if I would have picked it up, I would be happy. I'll say that. But now being able to, actually, I don't know.
I regret getting that Prime off subject.
Yeah, you should regret that. You blew it, man. You didn't pull the trigger.
Should we talk about that? Or?
I think we talked about that, but it was just quite a bit. It was just that you saw God Bomber and
but going back and buying the Prime on its own was even really
more disappointing because you realized that you could have just had it all right there.
Yeah, and the whole thing is the US one on its own is better. Yeah, I think in some ways.
Here's the lesson that you learn from that.
I'm gonna get beat up.
I'm
gonna get beat up for that.
The lesson is two. I'm starting with two. One, if you see it, if you're at a show and you see it and want it, buy it when you see it. And this is a lesson that we both learned.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on it. Number 2, we covered...
Spend your fucking money fast.
Yeah. Especially if you're going to TF.
Yeah, I mean, money is irrelevant. The piece that Mike Lester said that to me.
Oh, man, you're quoting Mike
The
Lester.
money is irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's the merchandise that
Absolutely.
matters.
And then lesson 2 is we had a talk about in the last episode. We won't spend out too much time on it, but like how I'm a little bit too anxious and you're too laid back as a toy and a toy show. And again, that's different. But like my anxiety might have paid off. But I skipped. I slept on that. I slept on that. You slept on the God Bomber. The point is you will get the God Bomber. I don't think I'm going to get that now. I think I'm going to skip it because I am overflowed with toys. But I'm going to say this. I like it.
Would you have gotten it had you not seen mine? Like, had you not seen it in person and like...
Let me tell you. The truth is I didn't think about it when I first saw it. Had I talked to someone, I had many conversations.
You heard it. It was sweet. You gotta get it. Would you have gotten it?
If I heard that it was the first time that it was showing up was at that TFCON, even knowing that they were available, I would have picked it up.
You would have aggressively pursued it.
Yes,
yeah.
that was the moment when I knew that I wanted it. It was when everyone was telling me that this is the first. It's like it's like you get excited when something first comes out, and that's what it would have been. But back to the product, it is a good product. It's an aesthetic preference.
Yep.
There are imperfections. Again, I'm gonna stick with my old school one. I am totally seekered out. Like I don't think I would buy another seeker. I don't know what kind of seeker they come out with that I would be excited about.
Yeah,
although I almost bought that.
Yeah, I mean this now is the Starscream on my shelf. And my old Starscream is the Starscream that goes in my bin next to my bed that I play with.
Really?
Yeah, it's.
Do you think it'll stay that way?
Yeah.
Because this is your aesthetic.
This is my aesthetic one. I mean, I'll play with this a little bit too, but it's more fiddly. It's whereas like the Hasbro one, you know.
Yeah.
But that's the one. I mean, I'm muck with, you know.
Yeah. So there you have it. Get it if you like. I mean, it's get it if
Smoke
you like.
if you got them.
Yeah, absolutely. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends, or if you have no friends, tell complete strangers. And here's our PO box. And the Nerd Out Toy Show is Saturday, October 14th. Come say hi if you're in Michigan. If not, we'll see you.
Come see AI anyway.
Yeah, I would think people would go crazy if they drove. I mean, it's like
fly up from Florida.
30,
why not?
It's like a 30-table little show, but it'll be fun. And until next time,
nerd out. And don't really smoke them if you got a smoking stings.
Smoking is bad.
I like it a lot. Yeah.